on the mound, the legendary Leroy Satchel Paige. Arguably the greatest pitcher this sport has ever seen. We know for certain the oldest rookie in the history of Major League Baseball. Now, Major League Baseball says that Satchel was 42 years old when he finally got his opportunity to pitch in the major leagues with then the Cleveland Indians. Most who knew Satchel believed that he was at least 10 years older than he claimed to be. Satchel was likely born into the early to mid-1890s in Mobile, Alabama. And so that birth record was typically kept in the back page of the family Bible. And according to Satchel, the goat ate that page out the Bible. His original tombstone has a question mark by his birthday. Yeah, the old man literally took it with him to his grave. But when we talk about Satchel Paige, there is really no one to compare him to. Not someone who combines the longevity. By his estimation, he pitched in over 2,600 games. The great stuff. Recorded some 55 no-hitters and only God knows how many strikeouts. And the charisma. He could sell it. Yeah, he could sell it, but he could also back it up. There will never, ever, ever be another Leroy Satchel Paige.
All right, ready to get underway. And now, Hayes. The pitch. And that one fouled off.
Power relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
And now the count is even. Singy, I can't imagine batters enjoyed facing Satchel Paige. That high leg kick, so distracting and tough to figure out. And it's even up.
Leg kicks like Satchel's can really mess with the hitter's timing, and if you can get past that, well, you still got to hit some of the best stuff any pitcher's ever had.
Got it by him for the K. So up next, Glass. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
A pitcher like Satchel who can change speeds, run it into triple digits, or get you out on that front foot with the changeup, you just hope you run into one and make contact.
That is cut on and missed. 1-2. That one misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. When Satchel was just getting started, his brother Wilson was a pitcher for a semi-pro team, the Mobile Tigers. Satchel got a tryout, and he was signed on the spot. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Satchel really humming now. And now the right fielder, Smith. That's in there. That's strike 1.
0-1. Satchel's second team was the Chattanooga White Sox, and he was way too good for that league. He lost only 2 games in 2 years there.
And takes low for ball 1.
After Satchel Paige pitched for Chattanooga, he joined the Birmingham Black Barons in 1927, which is where he broke into the Negro National League.
Stays alive. Paige winds and fires. Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. And welcome back. All set for the start of the inning. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Bates. And here it comes. In the air, center field. Newman moving under it. And there's one down. And here's the catcher, Hughes. And a foul ball. Very unusual here. An intentional walk with the bases empty and 1 out. This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it. And no movement on the bases. It's ball 1. Next offering is in for a strike. In for a strike. And the count 1-2.
Satchel famously had names for his pitches. So he didn't have fastball, curveball, changeup. No, not Satchel. Satchel had what he called his midnight creeper. He had the two-humper. He had the bat dodger. He had the hesitation pitch. He had the long tom, the short tom, the jump ball, the trouble ball, the radio ball, the wobbly ball, the dipsy-do. And he also had a pitch that he famously called his B-ball. You know why he called it the B-ball? Because Satchel says, it bees where I want it to be when I want it to be there. And so he had all the stuff you needed to be a star, and he was just that. He was not only the Negro League's biggest and brightest star, but he was one of the biggest stars in baseball history.
right, ready to go here. Now here is Hayes. The pitch. And first offering is fouled off. That's to third, and he picks it up in foul territory. In the dirt, throws to first, one up, one down. Chris, it must have been so difficult hitting Satchel with so many different out pitches. Glass stands in here, tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Oh, this is off the second base bag.
He was all over that one. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
And it's caught for the out.
Yeah, a pitcher with 2 or 3 out pitches is an ace these days. Satchel had closer to a dozen. Dig in and get someone like that, you're just guessing every pitch, especially with his amazing command.
Next one misses, and that's ball 1.
Cy Perkins caught Satchel for a lot of seasons, and for a while, he wouldn't even give signs. He'd just hold up the mitt, and Satchel would hit it.
Hughes stands in now and watches strike 1. Got him. Paige with the pinpoint command on that one. McDonald will hit next. In there, and it's 0-1. So many great nicknames in baseball history. The Iron Horse, the Say Hey Kid, the Splendid Splinter, and of course, Satchel. Next offering down low and in the dirt.
The way Satchel got his nickname is great. As a kid, he was trying to earn some extra money at the Mobile train station by lugging around bags for travelers. Of course, the bags were so big that most kids could only take one at a time. So Satchel threw together some rope and a pole for a rig that let him haul 4 bags at once.
The next pitch misses. Now 2-0. Carrying around all those bags, the other kid said he looked like a walking satchel tree. And the name stuck. Second inning here, no score. Got him. The 2-humper gets the K. So 2 down now, and here is Taylor. And that's in there for strike 1. Runner takes off. Pitches low. And safe. It's a stolen base. Satchel checks on the runner. McDonald back on a dive. Satchel kicks and delivers. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2. That misses. It's 2-2. Swing and a ball popped up. Jackie moves under it. He makes the grab, and the inning is over.
They clocked Satchel Paige unknowingly in a ball game in Griffith Stadium in D.C. Satchel retires aside, and the kid from the military comes over. Mr. Paige, we clock your fastball at 105 miles per hour. Satchel looks at the kid. He says, son, I wish I'd known you were timing me. I could have thrown harder than that. Yeah, you'll hear from the old Negro League players who saw Satchel in his prime that if anyone tells you they saw his fastball in the hitting zone, they're lying. Yeah, you might have seen it leave his hand, but by the time it got there to home plate, it literally was about the size of an aspirin tablet.
Ready to go now, and here is Harvey. And a pitch. And that is in for a strike. And that's how this game gets started. Next pitch is popped up. Sutton under it. But it's the pitcher that makes the play. One away. And the batter will be the shortstop, Marshall. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Boog, you know who else said Satchel had the hardest fastball he'd ever seen? Cardinals Hall of Famer Dizzy Dean.
Yeah, Dizzy, of course, one of the great pitchers and hard throwers of the 30s and 40s. On to O'Neill. And a couple of quick outs.
Dizzy Dean was so impressed by Satchel's fastball, he said it made his own heater look like a changeup.
And first offering is fouled off. You know, Satchel also pitched in California for a while, and he faced the young Ted Williams when he was just 17. Ted said he was just dominant. Another game, he struck out Hall of Famer Rogers Hornsby 3 times. 2 outs, runner at first. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Bell. Satchel comes to the plate. Hammered down the right side, but foul. The 0-2 pitch from Satchel. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Satchel kicks and delivers. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
The B-ball for the strikeout. Can't hit what you can't see. Here's the third baseman, Gordon.
Boog, how about that no-hitter Satchel threw against the New York Black Yankees in 1932?
One of the greatest single-game performances ever. In that game on the mound, he had 11 strikeouts, and at the plate, he had 2 hits. And that's in for a strike.
That no-hitter of Satchel's is so rare. Only 3 other pitchers in MLB history have ever thrown one with 11 strikeouts while getting 2 hits of their own. And one of them was Hall of Famer Catfish Hunter.
That one hit to right. Bradley drifts towards it. Puts it away for the out. Next to hit, Parker. That's a strike, and it's 0-1. Popped up. Little has this one sized up. Puts it away for the out. And now Floyd. In there for strike one. Satchel close to getting out of this one. On the ground, right side. In plenty of time to first, third out.
I got a question. As serious as cancer. Who can keep the average dancer hyper as a heart attack? No.
What really made Satchel so special was 105 with pinpoint control. He could put it exactly where he wanted to put it, and I'm not talking about just throwing strikes. The catcher set the target. He hit the target. He didn't miss. You see, he didn't warm up in the bullpen like most pitchers do, throwing to the catcher across home plate. You know what Satchel would use? A stick of foil chewing gum wrapper. The catcher would sit the chewing gum wrapper on top of home plate. And wherever the catcher moved the chewing gum wrapper, Satchel right over the top of that chewing gum wrapper. And as Satchel would say, he'd work both corners of that chewing gum wrapper. He was absolutely uncanny.
Here's the left fielder, Harvey. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss. And this one is off and running. Bounced, and that got the pitcher. And he beats the throw. He's safe. So digging in, Marshall. That one out to right. Bradley settles under this one, and there's one down. A lot of pitchers with great command or great velocity, but having both is so rare. Satchel was one of the special few.
I mean, 105 with the ability to spot it all over the place, just ridiculous.
Swing and a miss.
You know, Ryan Helsley dialed it up to 104 miles per hour in 2022. To think Satchel was doing it 80, 90 years before that is just crazy.
Bell in the box now. No balls and a strike. On the ground to third. They take the force out, and that will end the inning.
I can't condone full power until we reach the maximum. Gonna all my words.
One of my favorite Satchel Paige stories involves the old man pitching in the Denver Post tournament. They're playing an all-white semi-pro team. The first kid from the semi-pro white team gets into the batter's box. Satchel throws him a fastball. He dribbles it down the third base line. It stays fair. The kid beats it out, gets an infield hit. Well, about that time, one of the kids from the opposing team steps into the dugout steps and says, "Let's beat him. He ain't nothing but an overrated darky." Well, Satchel Paige had a nickname for everyone. His nickname, famously for the legendary Buck O'Neil, was Nancy. That's a whole nother story. But anyway, Satchel looks over at first base and he says, "Nancy, did you hear that?" Buck said, "Yes, Satchel, I heard him." He said, "Nancy, bring him in." So Buck turns and motions for the outfield to take a couple of steps in. Satchel looks over at first base. He says, "Nancy, bring him all the way in." Honest to God's truth. There were 7 guys kneeling around the mound. And Satchel strikes out the side on 9 straight pitches. He looks into the opposing team's dugout and says, "Overrated darky hate." But the legendary Buck O'Neil always said if he had one game to win and any choice of any pitcher from any era, it would be the legendary Satchel Paige. He says you might beat him when he was out there messing around, but when he was locked in, forget about it.
Cole digs in now. The pitch. That's a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
1 down on a 3-pitch strikeout. Gordon, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now. Singing the audacity Satchel had in this game. Just daring the batters to put one in play. It's the showmanship that made him famous and the sheer skill that made him great. Got him! Who needs a defense behind?
Now, Major League Baseball says that Satchel was 42 years old when he finally got his opportunity to pitch in the major leagues in 1948 with the Cleveland Indians. He, along with Larry Doby, would help Cleveland win the last World Series at that time that Cleveland had won. Many thought Satchel should have been named Rookie of the Year. He goes 6-1 with a 2.4 ERA his rookie season at age 42, which means he might have been closer to 52.
Bottom of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Rose. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these guys putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
The 0-2 pitch from Satchel. So here comes Satchel to replace Cleveland's ace, Bob Lemon.
Heck of an assignment to draw on your MLB debut, Boog, and even more so at Satchel's age, whatever it is.
Fox glides to his left, makes the grab on the run, and there's one down. And first offering is fouled off. In the air, left field. Snyder under this one. Makes the catch for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Now, Green. He dives, but he can't make the catch. He decides to eat it, and they catch a break as they get a base runner at first. And now here is Palmer. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Satchel gets through his first MLB frame unscathed. Back here at Comiskey Park, bottom of the 8th. Now it's going to be Michaels. Well, Satchel's a rookie today, but he's got a long professional history in Cleveland. Back in 1931, Satchel pitched 5 games with the Cleveland Cubs, and then, of course, he pitched in Cleveland with other teams, particularly the Pittsburgh Crawfords. The 1-0 from Satchel. And a foul ball, third base side.
Those Crawfords teams of the early 30s, Boog, right up there with the best ever in baseball.
That's right. Paige, Josh Gibson, Oscar Charleston, Judy Johnson, Cool Papa Bell. Just ridiculous. On the ground, Chandler tosses to first, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Sherman in the box now. Takes strike one. That's in there. No balls, 2 strikes.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And 1-2. Satchel into his motion. The long windup. Turns on the rubber. Kicks and fires. And down on strikes he goes. That's the second out. And the batter now, Kennedy. Foul ball. Paige winds and fires. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2. Fights it off. He'll see another. That misses the zone. 1-2 to count. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Welcome back to Comiskey Park. Last chance for the home team. At the plate, Harrison. The line to kick the pitch. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 2. Swings and misses. Struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3. Here's the catcher, Bates. In there, and it's 0-1. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. On the ground, right side. In plenty of time to first. Now only 1 out remaining. Line drive. Could be extra bases. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
And there it is.
Now, Satchel in 1965 is believed to be 59 years old if you believe he was born in 1906, which I do not, but for the sake of the story, we'll say that he was indeed born in 1906. He pitches 3 shutout innings against the Boston Red Sox, giving up only 1 hit in those 3 innings. Great trivia question. Who got that long hit off of Satchel? The legendary Carl Yastrzemski. Yaz. Yaz gets a double against the old man. Satchel leaves him at third and shut down everybody else over 3 of the most remarkably pitched innings in baseball history. And they were all turning, going back into the dugout in utter disbelief that they couldn't hit that old man.
Ready to go. And the batter now, Hill. And a pitch. Left field. And out number 1 on the grab. And now Murray. And first offering is fouled off. And that's downstairs and outside.
Well, Boog, Satchel was 59 when he pitched this game, at least officially. Well, we're both in our early 50s, and I can't imagine how he did it. Makes me hurt just thinking about it. He'd tell you a million different reasons why he was able to keep playing so long. Not sure which of them I believe, though.
Stepping in, Sherman. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. That one the other way. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Second inning set to go. And now the right fielder, Rose. And first offering is fouled off.
One of Satchel's rules for staying young was to avoid fried meats. That's one you live by, right, Boo?
Well, unless I'm in Philadelphia. Ground ball right side, Chandler. Satchel just keeps rolling along. The number of stories around Satchel are endless. One of my favorites, the rocking chair he had next to the bullpen for this game for the Kansas City A's.
Charles Finley, who owned the A's, also had a nurse out there to rub Satchel's arm with special oils. Tremendous showmanship, and then he went out and dominated the Red Sox.
Stewart makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
You know, after this game, Red Sox legend Carl Yastrzemski gave Satchel a big hug. One legend showing respect to another. And you know what? The fans gave Satchel a curtain call after he left the mound as well.
Right side, hard hit. He handles it himself. The old man keeping these hitters in check. Back here at the ballpark, on to the 3rd inning. Now here is Santiago. First offering misses the mark. Santiago checks his swing, appeal to 3rd, and yes, he offered at it. Lifted in the air down the left side, and there's one away. Line to left. Fair ball. And that rolls into the corner. Around first and hustling for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
And no one can get there. It falls in. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0. He's in at second with a 1-out double.